أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes an oath with peace. Allah doesn't take an oath. We call upon the translator to come and do the translation for us. Please, kindly leave whatever you are doing and come and do the translation for us. Please, we beg you. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not take an oath with anything except that which is very important. And therefore in Surah Al-Tin, Allah says, وَالتِّينِ وَالزَّيْتُونِ وَطُورِ سِينِينَ وَهَذَا الْبَلَدِ الْأَمِينِ. Allah took an oath with the tree of tea. And then he also took an oath with Makkah, and he referred to it as a secured land and a protected land. So protection and security and peace and amnesty is something that is very, very essential. And it's, in fact, the purpose of our existence and what is required of us to do on earth is nothing but to establish peace on earth. That's it. So the injunctions of Allah, which has to do with do's and don'ts, are rules and regulations that will help us maintain and sustain the already peace that Allah has established on earth. That's all what Allah wants. So anybody who pollutes or destabilizes the peace by not following the rules and the regulations, Allah will punish him. So the essence and the purpose of Islam itself is to establish peace on earth. Not to establish it, though, to maintain it. Because already Allah has already established peace on earth. His brothers in the world. And the fact that we are coexisting with one another, the tendency of violating the right of one another is very great. So he has given us rules and regulations that will help us maintain the peace. And that is why we have a religion known as what? Islam. The meaning of Islam is not peace. Arabic language, when you say Islam, Islam is not peace. Salah is peace. Islam is submission to the will of Allah. Islam is submission to the will of Allah. Of course, it becomes peace subjectively when you submit yourself to the will of Allah, then you have peace. But if you don't submit yourself to the will of Allah, wallahi al-azim, you will never have peace.
ata wo wana wo wonye nyalo ke balo sira fi o bi si mo e ha wo banna akashi be priya wo ko akashi islam e we dole ya bia na de akashi salam doji we dole the islam e de sipa ke ha man for felemla de kaji o ba o hesi o ha man for felemla we dole ni apa agbe o ni de share no ja omba o hesi o ha man for felemla but we dole na ta wo o ni de ba fele o ni de ba se.
Now, it is unfortunate that even majority of Muslims, when they are talking about peace, advocating for peace, they speak the same language of the West and the same language of the activists, leaving the perspective of Islam with respect to peace. Now, when an issue of peace has become the order of the day and people are speaking about it, it becomes an opportunity for Muslims to come out to tell the whole world about the real peace that the human being must go in for. Now, you can't do that without defining what peace means according to the Islamic perspective. What is the meaning of peace now?
Kristo fue bwana amenale kabene jebi bwana amenale ni wanya wakwala ojuga bwana Islam ke sikaji wo bwana Islam le bi ni ji twendole ha ka aka twendole bi ni ji twendole.
Now, when we talk of peace, the meaning of peace is two main things. Anything that will take away fear from your spirit, from your physical body, from your society, from your family, and from the whole world. Anything that will take away fear from these 5 areas, then there will be peace. Because you can't explain what peace means. What is peace? You can't explain it. But briefly, anything that will take away fear from 5 areas. First, your soul. Now I will challenge the activists of peace. That when they are talking of peace, are they referring to the peace of the soul? No. They are talking about the injuries, the physical injuries, and the peace of our environment and all that. But more essential than any other thing, and more important than any other thing, is the peace of your soul, the peace of your mind, the peace of your body, the peace of your family, and the peace of the society. Now,
Kaja susuma nani jieno kaja bomotole nani ji ete kaja bidiji adesan ashihilani nani ji ete kaja bomo adesan ono fe no fe mo bi ke nani ji mo nani ba ji pe ye se mo kaja je le bi fe ìwọ kẹ́jì jẹ́lẹ̀ nìfẹ́ pé èsè wọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́dí ti tu ẹ̀gbọ̀lẹ̀ bí lọ́dí bá yẹ kó máa yẹ kẹ́jì gbọ̀gbọ̀ tú ẹ̀mí yẹn lọ́dí ti hàn wọ̀ pẹ̀pẹ́ ìwọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ̀gbọ̀ tú ẹ̀mí yẹn tu ẹ̀gbọ̀lẹ̀ tí lọ́dí gbọ̀gbọ̀ tú ẹ̀ bá ná kẹ́tù ẹ̀mí yẹn àwọn kẹ́ tọ́tọ́mọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mi yẹn tu ẹ̀gbọ̀lẹ̀ tí lọ́dí tu ẹ̀ bá ná ìwọ yẹ bí ẹ̀ dẹ́ka àkẹ́ tu ẹ̀gbọ̀lẹ̀ bẹ́ Islam náà lájọ náà fẹ́ náà ní bá yẹ gbé yẹ ṣe mọ̀ kẹ́jẹ níbi ètùmọ̀ yẹn àmàlí yẹn ti sẹ́ ìkẹ́tù ẹ̀gbọ̀lẹ̀ yẹn.
Nti yɛ ka asomdwie a nipa nyinaa ɔpa asomdwie de ma no ho obiara pɛ dɛ nya asomdwie nkanka election yɛ aba yi ayɛ obiara yɛ kasa de fa asomdwie mu na saa papa de nipa de sɛ yi ta asomdwie a ɛne yɛkan mu dɛ asomdwie sɛ nipa yɛ sika na ɔnya ahobanbɔ na ɔnya biribiara ɔhwehwɛ na ɔba ne dɛ ne kra onyia asomdwie a na kyerɛ bɛ ne yipa no ɔne ne fapem asomdwie ne fapem wahwɛ asomdwie ne fapem nankasa no wahwɛ ɛnti sɛ yɛkremofo ne ɛsɛ yɛhwɛ asomdwie a Islam wahwɛ asomdwie ne fi nipa de sɛ ne fapem ho ɛnti nkurɔfoɔ a wɔtada asomdwie Islam no ɔde asomdwie ɔde to paado a na ɔbɛhwɛ asomdwie a ɔwɔ yɛ kra ho wokra wɔanya asomdwie a sika biara bɛnya wɔ wiase wohu ntɔn na ɛkwan bɛ yɛbɛfa do a yɛbɛnya kra no mu asomdwie ɛkra ohia banbɔ de ehu ho yɛkra ohia banbɔ de ehu ho biribiara a ɔbɛmama ehu fie ɔbɛka yɛkra ekra ɔnyɛ n'asomdwie awo iwɔ kra na ebom no abɔ kra no ho ban yɛ mfeemfi dɛm ehu no ho na nneɛma a ɔbɛmama kra no bɛnya ahobanbɔ amfa mma no a na kyerɛ dɛ wo kra ɛsɛn wɔn honam mu ɛsɛn dɛm kra wɔn honam mu ɛsɛ wɔn honam no ahyɛ prison na wiase yɛ wɔn nipa de sɛ yi nyinaa yɛn nyinaa yɛ fapem wo fapem ankasa your engine is your soul your essence is your soul when you try to save and secure you give peace to your soul you are saved when you die the body will remain here your soul will go you are the soul so when we are talking about peace the first thing is the soul. So when we are looking at the Islamic perspective, and this is what gives us advantage far above the people of the world, the scientists, the professionals. Who are they? Call them. They don't talk about this. They don't have it. We have what it takes to secure the soul. And that is the root of soul. Allah says in the Holy Quran, when he's speaking about its importance, he said, "Alladina amanu, wa lam yalbisu imanahum bi zulm, ulaika lahumul amn, wa hum muhtadun." Those who bring iman, ona wati Nyankopɔn zi, na Nyankopɔn ni kyesi wesi bi wɔ akom, na hon watwe Nyame, wɔ abrabɔ mu nyinara. Na wɔsom Nyankopɔn wɔsi Nyankopɔn ne mmara do wɔtwe wɔn ho di fi nneɛma Nyankopɔn aka no ho Nyankopɔn sɛ a wɔmfa efi biara nka ho wɔgyese no ho efi yɛ baase mmata ho dɛ wɔbɛsom Nyame biara daake Nyankopɔn ho anaa dɛ wɔayɛ bɔne wɔnkyɛkye Nyankopɔn ne mmara no do Nyame se ulaika lahumul amn yɛka asomdwe a wɔn wɔyɛ asomdwefo ulaika lahumul amn wɔn wɔyɛ asomdwefo Nyankopɔn se wa'ada Allah alladhina amanu wa amilu salihat la yastakhlifannahum fil ard otufu Nyankopɔn ɔse yɛka asomdwe a wɔn a wɔagye Nyame ezi a wɔayɛ adwuma pa Nyame se nanuhiyannahum hayatan tayyiba yɛbɛma hɔn asetena papa ba menka nkyɛw yɛwɔ nkurɔfo wɔ hɔ a wɔyi kapɛ wɔyi sikɛ Atasi. Iyama yasi was the king na won yi. When you papa ifi papa. Na so Nyankopon ni jesa wo hon mu. Mo de yeka de yeka asubia se yesi bi de baba yi. Ibasi. Ohun tie o de fuwa ba no asubi. The one confirm there. Wa ba won kra ho ban de fi ehun ho nantin. Or as our friend their confidence. They have confidence in them. They don't have anything. But they don't fear anything. They have Allah in them. In fact, Allah is sufficient for them. They are secure from fear. Whatever happens, they know that as long. So the youth, you have to understand. And these are the type of preaching that we have to speak about a lot. Because our youths are following the media. They are following this phones, media and all that. What they hear from the media is what they follow. Islam has something that is far above the advocacy of peace that the people are talking about. And that will give you contentment. Contentment. And that will secure you not only from this dunya, it will also secure you in your grave and the hereafter. One thing we have to understand is that the human being can never, ever have security on earth. How will you ever have security? Because you are very weak. If there should be an earthquake now, is there anyone who can be saved from it? If somebody picks, let's say, a sword, throws it at you, will you be saved? You don't have any security. Nobody can secure you from any tragedy. The human being is not saved. So we are not far from death. But then, only guarantee of safety and security that you have is to secure your soul. Because whatever happens when you die, once you have secured your soul, you have not died. وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ قُتِلُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ أَمْوَاتٍ. Nobody has any right to harm your soul. Nobody. But people have right to harm and cause injuries to your body. But your soul, nobody can harm it. Now,
three alo susumani kon biye omonya afele no kodo efe man to fele no the money is susuma fi o man to fele no like money e don't win.
Our time is very less as we are struggling and making every effort to find security for ourselves. The first thing that we have to secure is the soul. Look, it is interesting that when the person dies, when the angel is extracting the soul from you, up by the dead, as far as for pure kind of woman, on your go, or your papa, so up by the dead, but say, if you stop, one up, mama, on your go, from Shayta and Abantida, we say for 90 years. In a function, we no beside the empty devil. Papa also not catch a pushing there, pushing. Since we are what a rich as an assassin. In Yawa, as I said there, Yakupo or Ma, Obella, Unyada Yawa. Functioning on Ankasam Potsua. What's on Ankasam or Tiyaw? In the mouth in the Sakarat. Into who can know there, the Bombay. No, you have a papa. What do you always scout Bibiana? Now, so slow. So, when we are defining peace as when there is no fear, there is peace. Somebody has the house, he has the money, he has the yet, he has fear in him. So, where's peace? Somebody doesn't have all these things. But because of the confidence and the trust he has in Allah, he doesn't have fear. So he's the one who has peace. Allah says, Allah inna awliya Allah la khawfun alayhim wa la hum yahzanun. Indeed, the servants of Allah, the true servants of Allah, Allah will take fear away from them. Fear, He will take fear away from them. So inadvertently, they are the ones who have peace. And in fact, many of us have experienced it. Wake up in tahajjud, pray sincerely, face Allah, do a lot of askar, do a lot of nawafil, do a lot of sadaqah, and look at how you feel. You have all what it takes to overcome the problems of your wife. You have all what it takes to overcome the problems at the workplace. You have something sufficient that you can rely on to not to take revenge, to live peacefully with your wife. I mean, to be nice with your fellow human beings. But if you don't have that thing, you will easily react to problems. No.
Money, you're here to come with money, you're here. You're being a vacation, Mokoyani, and not fair. She can't go on and pay a shame or a year a dreaming of one. Adakashi, a segway, Akashi, a good day, a Quamoko Agule, a segway, Akashi, Quabagule, the Ayamoko, the Campomone, a Banoco, the one that can't come on a can year, they can man to a fella and they can year. The one year you're not what you want your to wait your leg. The one year yellow Simon on me, Akashi can't get to wait your leg. The tree about not to wait your leg. Nina can tree if I go here, I'm not to feel it. And now, the Akashi Bay for the new or echo. After I feel you mind there who the Balot Chile. They tell and they build out a short come of being a table now let them. They can't get the cancer, then a near man to fill a dinner for the a J.E.G. Emily. People meaning put there. Be Agafumi, the Bashim man and Opo Ian on that to be with them. Be you not be more than Kululu. And I want to be solid. You may be a share, you tell me, you can put the people momentum on the cabin. Then that Tom Akashi, what now what the Akashi good in our
time is up. But finally, let me end with this. We can't exhaust the khutbah, but if you are given another opportunity, we will continue with it. But I'll touch more on the peace of the mind. From the soul, you come to the mind. Okay? You have to secure the mind and liberate it. Liberate the mind and give the mind its freedom. After you have given the soul its freedom, you also give the what? The mind also the freedom. And the obstacles of the mind is the information that we put into the mind. From the schools that we go, the orientations that we get from there. In fact, it becomes an obstacle to peace. Some institutions, they don't give us Islamic and divine orientation that will secure the mind. So when you are bringing up a child, you have to make sure you prepare the mind and secure the mind from bad information. The media also is a contributing factor to the lack of security of the mind of the human being. It's very, very important. The information that we put into our head, when they go in there, they become part and parcel of you. And then you will find out that the peace you need and the direction you need, you will not get that direction because of the information that you have given into your mind. And then finally, our time is up. Allah speaks about being grateful to the peace that we find ourselves in. He gives an example in Surah Al-Nahl when he said, وَضَرَبَ اللَّهُ مَثَلًا قَرْيَةً كَانَتْ آمِنَةً مُطْمَئِنَّةً يَأْتِيهَا رِزْقُهَا رَغَدًا مِنْ كُلِّ مَكَانٍ فَكَفَرَتْ بِأَنْعُمِ اللَّهِ فَأَذَاقَهَا اللَّهُ لِبَاسَ الْجُوعِ وَالْخَوْفِ بِمَا كَانُوا يَصْنَعُونَ. Allah gives a stability of a country, a village, a community. Allah gave them peace, okay, be it physical or spiritual. And because of the peace that they enjoy and the stability, Allah provided them with so many sustenance without struggling so much. When you have peace, confidence, it's a means to attain a lot of providence and provisions because you have peace. And then فَكَفَرَتْ بِأَنْعُمِ اللَّهِ, they became ungrateful to that peace Allah gave them. When they became ungrateful, أَذَاقَهَا اللَّهُ لِبَاسَ الْجُوعِ, Allah replaced that peace with poverty and fear because of the ungratefulness to the peace that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given them. And therefore the peace that we find ourselves in, we have to be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, thank Him for it, and we shouldn't do anything that will destabilize and pollute that peace that we find ourselves in. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب واستغفروه. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه.
Lọ́dún wọn mọ̀ kẹ́kì jọmọ́ ọ̀ òun èdè gbogbo ní lòun ìgbà jọmọ́ nínú ìwọ̀ kẹ́kì wọ́n pàdé jọmọ́ ìwọ̀ kó wọ́n má máa jọ fẹ́lẹ̀ àjẹ̀kọ́ fẹ́ lọ́dún wọn nàkọ́ fẹ́ lọ́dún wọn kò àjọpọ̀ ní wọ́n fi ẹ̀ wọn nàkàjọpọ̀ ní wọ́n kọ́ àti ní ẹ̀ ìkẹ́kẹ́ nígbà nígbà wà wọ̀ ní wọn ní wọ́n tẹ́ ìgbàlẹ̀ ní wọ́n ta wọn ní ní àjẹ́. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí rẹ̀ yọ̀nà ẹni Islam kẹwọ́ ẹ̀fẹ̀ Islam ẹ̀ máa wọ́n náà wọ́n lẹ̀ akẹ́sì ìwé ìjọlẹ̀ Jẹ́ni òyìn ní òyà náà wà ní ọ̀nà kàfà jẹba kẹ̀kẹ́ náà wọ́n yẹ pẹ̀lú ìyàwó ọ̀tọ̀ òyẹ tó èèyàn. Ṣètò ìgbàlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ di ní ọba abájẹ́ tùí yẹ ní òkè tùí yẹ àmà ìjọ̀fẹ́lẹ̀ ní ọmọ agbẹnumọ́fẹ́ náà ní màjọ̀fẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀ka àbọ̀ ẹ̀ ọmọ ìrẹ̀ka ẹ̀ka lòdì ó tùí ó tù ìjọlẹ̀ náà bọ̀. Kájú wọ̀ fún ẹ̀kẹ́ mi wọn náà ìwọ̀n yẹ wọ̀ pẹ̀lú ní ẹ̀rẹ̀ òkú ní yẹn Kinoni baadhi wa mantofele adoro kat mantofele asmo nanya kutiwo wanene yalo ya hibu baba hivi kama hawo
ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم تب علينا انك انت التواب الرحيم. اللهم انا نسالك الايمان والتقى والعفاف والغنى. اللهم اجعلنا من الراشدين. اللهم اجعلنا من الراشدين. اللهم رحمتك نرجو فلا تكلنا الى انفسنا طرفه عين برحمتك يا ارحم الراحمين. عباد الله ان الله يامر بالعدل والاحسان وايتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. فاذكروا الله العظيم يذكركم واشكروا على نعمه يزدكم ولذكر الله اكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون.